This is a warning, but by the time you get this message, it might be too late. This episode is about Target, but not just Target. Target, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Russell, and Ciara. Let's talk about it. This is what's keeping me up at night. Welcome to What Keeps You Up at Night podcast. I'm your host, Kiné Corder, the leading national certified counselor specializing in financial hypnotherapy for stress. And besides my day job, me building the world's largest global barber network, offering mental health and money systems, I've been watching something. I've been watching something happen. And just if we were in the barbershop, this would be the topic. So Jay-Z had a concert. And it was weeks ago. The way that I record these, I'm recording ahead of time. So what I'm about to talk about might already be in play and in happening. And you might have already played the fool. And that's what this is about. Are you a fan or are you a fool? That's what I'm going to title this because they playing with me. Target is playing with me. Jay-Z is playing with me. Beyonce is playing with me. And I don't like the way Beyonce plays. She played dirty. Her fans are so loyal that she can fool them anytime. And that's what she's doing. Let me take a step back. Because it's really about Target capitalism. Okay? We are all capitalists in some way. If you had a business, you would want to make money too. So I'm not mad about that. Not at all. I am a capitalist myself, conscious capitalist, but capitalist nonetheless. I do understand, I'm going to use that word, I understand what Target is doing. So do you remember about a year and a half ago, Target let go of all the Black, they had a program that gets Black small businesses, basically product businesses into Target, because in order to get into Target, it's very difficult because they have so many stores, you have to have so many products, so you have to be able to manufacture those products ahead of time with enough time and enough preservative in your product so that it can sit on a shelf and be stable. First sit on a truck to get to all the Targets, then sit on the shelf and be bought. And there's a lot that goes into that. So many small business owners, and many of those small business owners being Black or woman owned, and they weren't able to get into stores like Target. And so Target had this program where they allowed for that. Now they can try and say it wasn't profitable. I don't believe them. Show me the numbers. And so when this administration decided that diversity and inclusion was not a thing, like that's not a thing, take it away so we can keep playing the way we play. Target was one of those companies that took it away. Walmart was another one. Amazon was another one. And as long as there's a list, and please, if you have more, put them in comments. Tell me. Those are the top three that I focus on. But I do not shop at these stores. I do not shop at these stores. I will not shop at these stores unless it is an emergency. There is no reason for me to put on my to-do list or my errand list to go to Target or Walmart or Amazon. No need. There are stores usually that sells everything that are in one of those stores that I can get to. And so as long as there is, I will go there. If there's not, especially if it's a Black owned or woman owned business. Sure, do I love men? Yes. Do I love male owned businesses? Yes. But I frequent the Black female owned businesses or female businesses first. Why? Because of why everybody does it. If there is a Jewish person, they're going to go to a Jewish person that sells, this is not coffee, but this is tea. But usually people go buy coffee, right? They're going to go to a Jewish coffee shop. And then that Jewish coffee shop is going to buy the cups from a Jewish person. And then the person who makes the cups is going to buy the cardboard from a Jewish person. If that exists, if a Jewish person does not sell cardboard, they will get it from an Irish person or a Chinese person or whoever else. But as much as they possibly can, they're going to keep it in amongst themselves. People like to shop with people like themselves, except they know that Black people, let's just keep it real. Can the adults keep it real? Can you take this? They know that Black people will spend money, whoever and whomever. That's who we spend our money with. We are not that loyal to each other. But when this administration said, get rid of your programs, including your employees and the people selling in your stores, then we got serious. We were like, oh, okay, hold up, wait. You messing with our friends' pockets. Don't be doing that. So we got serious, and not just us, but there was a whole movement. And blackout dates and blackout dates and blackout dates and blackout dates. There were several of them rolling. I don't know if they're still going on. I don't need a blackout date. I don't need a blackout date. All you got to do is tell me these people don't appreciate my money. That's enough for me. These people don't give back to my community. That's enough for me. And so this story is going somewhere. Stick in there, hang in there with me. I'm getting to Jay-Z and Beyonce and the others. So I just need to build this story just in case you weren't there when it was happening. So Target, I'm pinpointing Target because they're cunning. They are cunning. Don't let them fool you. So what they did was they said, we're not going to do business with your people. We're not doing business with Black people, helping them get money. But what we will do is help ourselves get more money. However, they have let a few multimillionaire billionaires come in, people who already have money and are not trickling that money down to their community. So this doesn't help their community, our community, build, because these millionaire, multimillionaires are spending money with other companies that are unlike them. So Target looks like, I'm making an assumption, but this is what I see happening. And if I'm wrong, I apologize, Target, but I'm still not shopping there. But I apologize if this is not what you're doing. I apologize, Jay-Z and Beyonce, if this is not what you're doing. But I'm going to give you 3 points that I need you to look at. And then you make your own decisions. Do what you want with this information. I'm just telling you what I'm doing and what I'm seeing. So this is what I'm saying first. Target saw that Black dollars matter. They might not care about Black lives. They might not care about Black people eating. But what they do care about is if they buy the food from Target, if they buy those sheets from Target. And they notice that we weren't. Maybe Walmart got affected too. I don't know. But I definitely know Target was affected and their shareholders were affected. And that's when it became a problem. So they put a plan together and they say, we're going to get Black people back into these stores, buying in our stores, not that we're going to be putting any programs together to make sure they build and find success and wealth. Because there is this conspiracy out there to keep the Black people down. I know, y'all tired of hearing it. I am too, but it's a thing. It's a thing. And the only people who are going to get us out of poverty is us. We keep thinking that Target and people like that are going to get us out of poverty, but that's not how this works. Black people have to shop with Black people if we want to get ourselves out of, and we have to start small businesses, and we have to be okay with starting small. Be small. Yes, you're looking at Jay-Z and they got billions, but maybe they got billions in a way that you don't really want to get billions. So don't be too envious of that, because you got to look in their eyes. Look in their eyes and see what they had to do in order to get where they are. And just so you know, I am a long fan of Jay-Z, but I can't not talk about what's happening right now. So I watched a Keke Palmer interview with Russell and Ciara, and they talked about just their relationship and who they are and their kids and blah, blah, blah. And they draw you in, oh, they're so sweet. Oh, I love them so much. Oh, they love each other. Oh, I want someone like that. You get all emotional about them and everything and how they raise their kids and how faithful they are to God and all those things. And then they drop the sale. They're like, oh, we have, I don't know, like shakes, protein shakes for kids. It's going to be in Target. It's going to be where? That company that kicked out all the small business Black owners and now they're ready to do business with you. Hmm, that's interesting. Because is there another distribution process? Like how? What? That's point number one was Target kicked everybody out, and then they said, "Hey, we're gonna get these black people in here." That was point number one. You see, they're getting you back in their stores. Two, they're doing it by targeting celebrities because they know you love celebrities, and you do what celebrities do, or you do what celebrities tell you to do, even if they're not doing it. And marketing is the key. Marketing is everything. And Target has way better marketing than Walmart, but Walmart is super cheap. So people who can't shop at Target but want to shop at Walmart. So Walmart is probably going to try and do it next. And I know what Target is going to say. No, this is just our natural business process. This is just our business model. We had what was his name, Chip and the other girl, Joanne, and some other people. And we just noticed that this does really well when we connect with a brand name, like what Martha Stewart did for Kmart. They just kind of stole that process. I'm not saying this isn't a good business model. I'm saying your tactic, I see your tactic, but I'm warning my people not to be fooled by your tactic. So do what you must, Target, to get people. And if Jay-Z and Beyonce feels like they need to do business with Target, then let the people who shop at Target buy their stuff. I'm just saying, me and my house, we won't be buying it. No, sell it somewhere else. Sell it somewhere else. Because there are other distribution places that you can distribute your products. You can sell it in beauty supplies. There's a novel, and I get it. Most of the beauty supplies are Korean owned. There are a few black owned. You could start there. You could start your own freaking beauty supply if you wanted to. And I'm sure maybe that's not the business you want to be in. But let me give you a third point. When in 20 years these two been married. Now, Ciara and Russell, I've never seen them in a interview before together, but don't count on me because I'm not pop culture. I don't watch stuff like that. I don't barely watch YouTube. I don't barely scroll on social media. So it could be happening. I just didn't I've never seen it. So them in this video together caught my eye. I knew that was marketing. It's fine. It's fine. Got a new product out, need to market it, it's fine. But the way you're doing this is like fan or fool. These are your fans and you're turning them into your fools. And it is not fair the way you're doing that. They are not fans of Target. You're like, hey, Target is like, hey, people are not shopping here, but I bet they would if you bring them back. And if you bring them back, I'll give you a really good deal, like an irresistible deal, like a sell your soul kind of deal. I didn't say that. Anyways, that's what they're giving them. So Russell and Ciara, obviously, they got a deal they couldn't resist. They didn't know any other way to do it. And let's face it, these are entertainers and athletes. They're not distributors of products. You know, they're not a beverage company. That's not what they set out to do. That's just what they set out. They saw a need and they went to solve that need. But what do they know about creating a beverage product? Not much. So they're just going by doing what they need. They will find the trial and error in it and they will make some money and maybe do it a different way. Maybe they are capitalizing off of Target's problem. And so I'm not saying that everybody's not getting what they want. I'm just saying we as a consumer need to be conscious if we are fans or fools. So they got Russell and Ciara. Moving on to Beyonce and Jay-Z. 20 years, people, 20 years or so. I don't know how long they've been married, but a long freaking time. When have you ever seen them together? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay. Mm-hmm. Think about it. Okay. You can't, right? I know. And maybe you say, oh, wait, back in November. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Because Jason's a big Formula One fan. So he's watching these Formula One stuff, and I'm like, is that Beyonce? He's like, yeah. I'm like, and Jay-Z at Formula One? He's like, yeah, that makes sense. They like stuff like that. They go to games. They go to games, or does he go with Blue Ivy? They don't go to games. That rarely ever happens. Why is she at Formula One? This is something. This is a thing. He's like, she's being conspiracy theorist. There you go again. You jump into conclusions. I'm like, babe, you know, when I jump to conclusions, there is a conclusion to be made. Look at this. Keep looking. Tell me what you see. So he keeps looking because he is on social media. He's on YouTube. He's on Instagram. He does the things. And so bloop, 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 bloop. Eventually, a day or hour, maybe even a couple hours later, he's like, oh, yeah, I think they're promoting something. I forgot what it was. Maybe it's a drink or a clothing line, or it doesn't matter. They were promoting something. Bottom line and point. Of course they are, because those two don't hang out together. This is a marriage of convenience and money, is my interpretation. And I'm not mad at them. Marriage is a business. I'll do another video on that later. Marriage don't keep me up at night, because I know marriage is a business. It is a contract. It is an agreement. I don't be. I told y'all before, it's not about romance. Y'all get food. Especially these Americans, get food, but it's love. And now that I'm traveling the world, and I found that the divorce rate is going up in other countries because of American movies and American influence going around the world, trying to make people believe that marriage is about love and romance and eh, and weddings. Marriage is not about weddings. I digress. Let me get back on point. I told him something's happening, and he saw it, and he's like, oh, you were right. Look at here. I guess they're selling something. And I was like, yeah. Now that thing probably went and came and went. I don't know if they did their thing that they were trying to do, because it just wasn't authentic. And I think people saw that. So now they have this concert. And Reasonable Doubt, all of a sudden, the 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt, which they've never celebrated before, didn't celebrate 10-year, didn't celebrate 20-year, 30-year, because people celebrate 30-year anniversaries all the time. No, we do 10, 20, 25, 30. Usually people kind of skip over that one and wait to 50 and do it big. But I mean, he would be really old, but I'm just saying 30-year? Why? Why? I don't know why, but there's a reason. Could be the Dame thing. I don't know. Could be. Could be. For those of you who don't know, we'll ask questions in the comments about Dame Dash and Jay-Z and the problems they've had. And now he's out, and now Jay-Z is celebrating and can make some money without Dame Dash making money. Could be that. Could be that they have this new product coming out, and I'm assuming it's a hair product, because if you think for 1 minute that Beyonce is sitting down doing Jay-Z's hair, please, please, please. I know it's cute. I know it's a good idea, but she is not sitting on the couch with him on the floor grazing his scalp. That is not happening. That is not happening. And I need you to know that. I need you to be very clear. Are we clear on that? And then on the stage, they did this to promote their hair product. So if you want to be the fool that goes out and buys this hair product because you want to be connected with Jay-Z and Beyonce when they are fooling you and in cahoots with Target, who is not your friend. So it's kind of like Jay-Z said, friend or foe, friend or foe. That's what you need to be asking Target, friend or foe. Are you down? Are you down with us? Can you put something in the neighborhood? I mean, McDonald's food is crappy for everyone. They do not discriminate. They're like, we're going to have crappy food for all the people. And we are going to put marketing and community things in all the neighborhoods. Everybody's going to know about us. I see you, McDonald's. I see you, right? McDonald's is not discriminating. I don't know. Maybe they are. When they market, when you see they have like the serious guerrilla marketing. They get the kids, and the kids bring the parents. You see, they get the kids, and the kids bring the parents. So Target is like, get the celebrities, and the celebrities will bring the Black people back. And you probably are thinking, that is such a wild story. But watch how it plays out. It could already be played out by the time you see this video. It could. Or listen to this if you're listening to it on Spotify. It could have already played out. And then you could say, wow. But I'm going to tell you today, I'm not wrong a lot. Okay, I just need you to know that I'm not wrong a lot. I'm right a lot. Hmm. Not always, but a lot. And so pay attention. I know what I'm saying. Just don't be a fan. Be a fan. Just don't be a fool. If you want to shop at Target, that's on you. Your prerogative. Do what you want with this information that I'm sharing with you, but just know where you stand with Target. See if you can find a small business. See if you can find a Black owned business that sells that thing that you're looking for. Yes, we want to do business with Black. This jacket right here, I bought from my auntie's store when she opened it many years ago. This jacket is so old, but I love it so much. I love it so much. But it came from a small business. And these necklaces came from a small business. Holy crap. Actually, this is the last thing that I bought at Target. This is a Target dress. Cost $20. I can't show y'all. But it's a Target dress. Cost $20. This is the last thing. And it had to be like, I want to say 3 years ago. It was summer. I need a dress. And I ran into Target and I got it. And they had like a couple different colors. So I was like, let me just buy all three colors. Because when we travel the world, I don't go shopping that often because I have one suitcase. So I have limited clothing. And if I need to like go somewhere or do something, I just buy something. Well, in this case, Target was the only store near our hotel, Airbnb, wherever we were staying. So I ran into Target, got this dress, and here we are. 3 years later, same dress, $20, because that's how I roll. And I still look good in it. But I got my money's worth out of this dress, and I guess Target did. And actually, the interesting thing about that, that was I went there during that Black History. No. This was summer. But last point I want to make, what happened to the Black History thing that Target used to do? Did you see that this year? Last year? No, the answer is no, you did not. I wasn't even in the country and I know it didn't happen. So I'm just going to tell you, know where you stand. Know where you stand and take a stand. Somewhere. You eventually have to take a stand. Don't be anybody's fool. You hear me? But do what you want with this information. I love you muchly, and I will see you sooner.